Well, hello everyone, it is me, Scott. You know, that guy that you occasionally stumble across here on YouTube. This is not going to be an exciting video. This is not going to be a rant video. This is not going to be anything that you're used to seeing from me in the past. I just feel like I owe it to the individuals that's been subscribed to my channel for a while, my loyal viewers, and myself. Where should I start? Traditionally, when I do YouTube videos, I'd say well over 95% of them are never scripted. I just get the camera. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do, especially unboxings. Those are the easiest because it's almost written there for you. And then, of course, as we all know, they're exciting. No, I'm not saying watching it, but when you're experiencing, you know what I'm talking about. But this being a little bit more difficult because there's nothing exciting about this video. So if you want to go on to something else, I don't blame you. But maybe whatever the title may, I don't know what the title is right now. See, that's very uncommon. I generally don't know what the title is unless it's an unboxing, or of course if I'm doing a promotional video. Those are the only ones that I get more, I will write down ideas for, just because, you know, it's important to have those notes. But this video, I just, like I said, I owe it to you guys and I owe it to myself. First of all, if you're like me, and I know there are millions of you out there that have that same problem. Depression, it is an ass kicker. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've dealt with depression my whole entire life. I'm going to be 49 this summer. And each year I try to do whatever I can to stay below a certain level. And I've been down that road below a certain level more than I'd like to admit. It's ugly down there. It is dark. And it's the place I hate more than anything else. So I struggle to stay away from that place. Depression, obviously, through the years, has been more seriously diagnosed than it ever was before. I mean, yeah, there's medications that you could take. But I realize that's not for me. Years ago I tried it and it really reflected my personality, and I don't like that. I can't stand that. My personality, as far as I'm concerned, is the one thing that I have going for me from time to time. So when it makes me feel like a zombie, nah, don't want that. But I realized another thing that's caused some depression in my life, it has a lot to do with my health. And I've been in somewhat denial, kind of joked around about it a lot. Or either that, I've also felt, you know what, it'll come off. But I'm telling you, the older you get, the more challenging it is to get rid of some weight gain. So I'm no idiot. I may act like a fool, and I know from time to time I don't always have the most proper information. But having depression, dealing with it, struggling with it all my life, there's one thing I do know. Having weight gain on my body frame for how much I weigh now to how tall I am, and then, like I said, I'm going to be 49 this summer, and I think more and more about this issue than I ever did before, because I am getting older. When there are people in my life that I've lost, you just tend to, your eyes tend to open up a little bit more, or at least you hope they do. One of the things that I've noticed through all my life, when depression does kick in, and when it kicks in hard, even before it goes way deep down below the surface, I always have the most difficult time doing some of the smallest things. So if you're hearing this and you suffer from depression and you feel the same way, like I said, you're not the only one out there. I used to, every weekend, I used to clean my home constantly. I don't do it so much anymore. When I used to create videos on a regular basis, I used to get so pumped up and I'd work on them all day. And I enjoyed the hell out of them. Now it's hard for me to get motivated to do that. So, yeah, I've got to find myself again. And I'll get there eventually. But it's hard. It's hard to smile. It's hard to laugh. It's easier to cry. It's easier to put them comfy shorts on or those comfy pants on and sit on the couch and eat junk food. Yeah, it sucks. But I've got to make a change, and I got to do something about it fast. That is one of the reasons why I really haven't been on here as much. I haven't had the camera out. I haven't been making videos much, just because I've been trying to fight that demon, depression, but getting my fat ass to the gym. To just at least get on a treadmill. Now, I will go sporadically, but that's not enough. That's not good enough. I need to go more often. If I want to get rid of this weight, I have to exercise more and watch my diet. Now, I have been watching my diet more, and I'm noticing a little bit of an improvement. A little bit. I'm baby stepping on this, but I have to continue at least baby stepping a little bit more aggressively. It's, as I stated, the older you get, the more difficult. The reason why is because physically certain things, they ache more. Muscles, it's harder. So it's kind of like there's this, you hit a wall. It's like you got to, but it hurts more than it used to. So you got to push yourself. You just got to do whatever you can. You got to find a way to overcome your demons if you want to, like myself, get over these certain things. Now, I'm not you and you're not me. We all have different thoughts that go through our minds. There are times that, in fact, it's, I want to say every day, this head of mine is going 100,000 miles an hour. You'd think with that I would be much skinnier, or I'd be thin as could be, but no, it doesn't work that way. So yes, depression, weight gain, this house, if you, and I know there are a lot of you that subscribe to my channel that are even younger than my son, when the day comes that you go buy a house, here in the state of Ohio, I know in 2016, I didn't have to have a licensed inspector. There was an inspector, but he wasn't licensed, and I've looked into it. Trust me. Right before I had got this house or purchased this house, or basically signed my life away on a forever mortgage, I've done so much homework. I did so much research on so many things because I had to get out of a hole to get where I was, and I was very proud of myself. And I feel like I'm going back to that sort of thing. Not on this video, but I kind of feel like I'm facing certain things that I was facing back then. So that tells me if I could do it then, I could do it now. But if you ever go buy a home with the inspector, you want to have that place inspected. I don't care if it looks like your dream house. Make sure you're there. Not just your realtor or your wife or your fiance or a parent, whoever you fully trust. Make sure is there that you have a list of everything that you want checked, from the roof to if you have a basement, everything, the walls, the windows, your furnace, whether you have gas or electric, air condition, the plumbing, garage door, everything, toilets, the flooring, any outlets, the electric. Oh God, the electric. Hell, even my car has been giving me crap. I mean, just recently, last Monday, I had no hot water. 2 years ago, I just replaced the heating elements on my hot water tank. Here I go again. Make sure you are there, because if you're not, you're going to be in a situation like I am. Now, granted, yes, I did look at this house. Hell, I even did videos where I was looking at this house before I moved in. I trusted my realtor that she was going to have my back with this inspector. I know for a fact, after as much research that I've done, that furnace of mine would have not been passed the inspection. Neither did my compressor for the air conditioner. It's costing me a fortune. So, yeah, shit happens. Oh yeah, Scott said the S word. I got news for you guys. I try to watch my language here on YouTube as much as I can, but you know what? Shit happens. So yeah, that's caused some depression. I mean, you should be able to come home to the whole motto, home sweet home, and enjoy your home. Every day, this place pisses me off. So I'm trying to get myself in a position to where I could take care of these problems and have a home sweet home again. At least here. Not fantasize about a place I used to live in. Because there was times, oh, I wish I would have started a YouTube channel at the old place I was. It would have been perfect. I would have gotten more viewers. Whatever. It is what it is. So as I'm sitting here telling you all this stuff, you could probably think he's just whining, he's just complaining. I thought about these things before I started this video, and I realized all of these problems that I'm ranting about could be resolved. How is that? You got to take them one thing at a time. You got to focus on one ordeal. If you have a credit issue, like I do again, focus on that. If you got a weight issue, focus on that. Now, granted, you could go exercise, and while you're exercising, you might be able to focus more clearly on those other problems. Because you're just, well, I'm not very good with words. You guys know that by now. But I'm sure it makes sense to you. And therefore, I could possibly start focusing more clearly on creating more content again here on YouTube that's more horror related, because right now I don't feel like it. I'm kind of pissed off at that too. I'm kind of burned out on it too. Now, granted, I just uploaded a video privately for other individuals that has nothing to do with this, but when it comes to the horror genre, I just don't enjoy it right now. I simply don't. Like I said, I don't know if it has anything to do with this house, if it has to do with the fact that I'm ashamed of myself when it comes to my health, yet struggling. I don't know. I don't have a desire to even look at another Myers mask, to be honest with you. I don't care. And the drama that goes on to that, that's another reason why I don't want to have anything to do with social media. There's just too much drama in that. And if you don't like what I have to say about it, then I'm sorry. I'm just being honest with you. I've always done everything in my power to be honest with you guys. Because if not, what I'm doing here, what I have been doing would have caught up with me. I mean, sadly, the most viewed videos that I have had here, and it's not just me, it happens to a lot of people, depending on what the situation is. Okay, to hell with YouTube, the world itself, the news, your local news is probably very much like mine. It focuses more on the negativity. What's going on in your neighborhood? So-and-so got shot. This person, people shooting out here, drugs, shooting, gangs, whatever. A damn wall. Whether you dislike or like the president, what's going on in the world. There's more negative crap than there is positive things that go on. People tend to dwell on it. That's because it's what we're fed. But even when it's not the news, you could be driving your car up and down a highway or whatever, and you see a wreck. Yeah, we're curious to see what it is. Sadly, when it comes to my YouTube channel, I seem to get more views. It's more interesting when I've done a rant or when I've done a video that was a comparison. I didn't want to start a YouTube channel when it came to that stuff. You know, I just didn't want that. It's almost like this channel became more for others than it did for me. Now, because believe me, I got my ass chewed out a lot from that video, from the rant that I did. I've been insulted. I've been ridiculed. And I'm not talking just here on YouTube. I'm talking about other, platforms. That's fine. You could say whatever you want to say about me, because I guarantee you there's not one of you out there that's been insulted me who truly knows me for who I am. You just see something two-dimensional here on the screen. So I've thought about those videos a lot. Even though I have been away, it's been a while since I've done those videos. But it kept on coming back to me. I'm like, I did not want to start a YouTube channel where it had that sort of attention. I did not want to have, and granted, I'm the responsible one for uploading those videos. I'm the responsible one for creating those videos. Certain ones were apparently, I was, advised I should do this. But it's done, it's over with. And I honestly, a majority have gone with your life and don't even care anymore about it. And I should as well. So I figure when I ever start getting back and doing YouTube videos again, I want to make sure that I come back to creating videos like I used to. Either vlogs where it has nothing to do with horror, or if it does get back into the horror, I got to do everything I can to where it's more positive all around. You know what I mean? Where it's more enjoyable, where there's no insults, where there's no finger pointing. Because that's not what I'm about. I want it to be uplifting. I want it to be fun. I want it to be enjoyable. If there's a certain group of people over here that want to judge, if they want to criticize, or if they want to accuse, they could do that all they want. That's not my channel, and I want it to be my channel again. I want to have fun again. I want to enjoy this stuff again. I want to have more passion behind what I'm doing again. So if you're like me and you suffer with depression, seriously take the time to talk to someone. You are not alone. Don't let it control your life any more than what it has. Take things one step at a time. And if you find that it's taking away what you love the most outside of your family or friends, then you owe it to yourself to take care of yourself, to get back on your feet, to get back to doing what you love doing. So guys, I'm sorry that if it sounded like I was ranting. It's therapeutic to do this sort of thing. It truly is. One thing I highly recommend that you do, even if you're someone who doesn't create videos on YouTube, chances are you have a phone, and that phone has a camera. Record yourself. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just record yourself. Talk about what you're feeling. You don't have to make a video out for everyone else to see. It's your choice, no matter on how you want to handle it. But what I recommend is you save that video. At least save that video. Watch it again maybe 6 months later or a month later, however you choose it, and see how you've grown, or see if there's been any changes. Because I can guarantee you this. You try doing something as simple as recording yourself, looking into the lens, talking about how you feel. When you watch it, you'll feel like you're watching someone else, as if it's a third person's perspective. It helps out quite a bit. Or if you love to write, don't forget to write your feelings down. Me, this is what I do, and this is what works. Now, I still haven't decided if I'm going to upload this video, but it's important that I keep it and maybe watch it 6 months down the road, especially when it comes to my issues. When I look back to the videos that I did 2 years ago at least, and I see the difference on how much I've gained weight. Now granted, I wasn't extremely fit then, but I can tell. But it's not so much about the physical aspects of it, it's really how I've been feeling. It's really brought me down. And if I don't do something about it, I'm in not so much emotionally, but it's physical. I mean, everything about it. I've got to do something. I've got to make a change. But me, I feel like I have to share this because not only is it important for me, but I want you guys to understand that do watch my videos here that are kind of wondering what's going on. Why isn't he uploading the videos? Why isn't he responding back to me on Messenger? Why is it that I don't see him on here and there? It's nothing absolutely personal at all. It's just I'm taking a break from certain things when it comes to social media keeping it away. I'm just trying to not be invested into my phone. Like I said, I want to focus on my health, this house, just life itself in general. I want to get me back again so I can give you guys what we all love. And that's having fun again, enjoying stuff again. So if you are disappointed in me right now, I'm sorry. I know that this is important to me. It's important to my son. Now, I recently just took my son home, and this is something that I've dealt with for over 20 years. Every other Sunday when I take him home, it's the worst part of my week. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are in the same boat. If you have a son or a daughter or children, if you have to take them back to their other parent, there's just a part of you that it takes a while for you to get that feeling back, that normalcy. And I go through that every other Sunday. But I got a lot of goals I want to achieve. And I definitely want to get rid of that, or at least trim it down. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you were at least at this point, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me cry, whine, rant, whatever. And I wish you all the very best. The very best. This is going to be a great summer, right? It's not raining today. It's been raining a lot, but oh well. I truly respect so many of you out there and care for you guys a lot more than what you may realize. And I'm so thankful for the support. The little of you guys that don't like me, oh well, you probably you're not even watching this video right now. But the guys that are there for me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I don't know, I've been talking so much, I don't know if I mentioned I'm no longer doing the Patreon. I don't know if I did share that or not. Yes, I had to deactivate my Patreon campaign. I'm not happy about it. In fact, it sickens me. But I even said something recently, and I'm pretty sure it was in a video, that I've told, or it'd been a Patreons only video, that if I can't get more active, if I can't do something about it, if I can't find myself having more free time to do what I should be doing when it comes to having my own Patreon campaign, when you have patrons that obviously want to support you. And I had 3 individuals that were supporting me, and I'm not going to say their names because it's not fair to them. Well, ironically, as soon as I started the whole Patreon thing, I had a kind of a good problem that occurred. My job, which is not my dream job, but I'm thankful for the job, is giving me a little bit more time to take care of, well, basically they're giving me a little bit of more overtime. Some weeks yes, some weeks no. But then, like, I've been complaining about the house and everything. I feel like, I just don't have the time. Not to mention this whole depression thing. The motivation that I've been having has been lack thereof. And even though I shouldn't let certain things bother me, I was getting personal messages. I mean, I'll get personal messages on certain videos or emails. The majority of you out there are extremely supportive and say some of the most kindest things to me and are always telling me to keep up the great work. But there's always those few individuals that just bring you down. And if you're going to be a YouTuber, you have to do everything in your power to ignore that. You have to be blinded by all that. But ironically, when I'm going through this damn depression, and then I go back and do some reading or evaluate certain things, like I said earlier, this brain, I'm just constantly going 1,000 miles an hour or whatever. But when I was getting individuals basically telling me that I had no business starting my own Patreon, that I'm not good enough, that my videos are not, they're just, what I do is not decent enough, and that that I'm wasting my time.